In the South, it is time to plant onions. Let me show you how I plant for maximum size and sweetness. Putting a hole about an inch or two deep, but we're not going to plant that deep, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. So we do that, poke a little hole with a little broomstick. Planting onions can be a back-breaking task, and you don't have to use the broomstick. I did it just so I wouldn't have to bend over and bend over and bend over. I don't particularly care for that. So came through here with a Haas little cultivator. What you can do is poke a hole with your finger, but you'll put no matter how deep you put the hole, an inch or two, whatever, you don't want to plant that onion that deep. All you want really is the roots of that onion and maybe another quarter inch, half inch in the ground. You don't want that whole thing in the ground up to there. The onion's not going to get very big. So you want the onion to get as big as you can. So you put it in the ground where you've got the roots in the ground and maybe another a quarter inch or a half inch, and then push the soil around it. Pinch it, just pinch the soil around it. Another one here. Now I could go, you know, real deep, but I'm not. I'm holding it up high and pinching, and even the hole that's underneath, I'm pinching closed. I want to close up around those roots. So that's how you plant them. Plant your onions shallow as you can, because if you plant them deep, that soil packs around them, and it just won't let that onion get big. They just won't get quite as big. So to get some big onions, plant them shallow, and then to get sweet onions, don't come back with a bunch of nitrogen. Nitrogen makes them hot. If you do use nitrogen, use it sparingly and just do it like a 888 or something like that. Even if you use 13, but just do it sparingly. Now what is sparingly? I wouldn't do over a cup every 10 feet. That's kind of what you use for corn. That's probably a little heavy. I would just do maybe a cup every 20 feet. And watch your onions, see how they're growing and everything. But the more nitrogen, just understand, the more nitrogen you use, the hotter your onions can get. You may luck out and they don't get hot, but I'm saying that's general rule. Now around here, there's an organization called, a little community called Noonday, and the Noonday sweet onions is an onion that rivals Vidalia. They, I think, compete for the sweetest onion. Who's got the sweetest onion, Noonday or Vidalia? And they're known, Noonday onions are known all over Texas. I don't know about all over the country, but anyway. This came from a Noonday onion grower for many, many years. That's the way they do it. They plant shallow, get the root in the ground and a little bit more, and just pinch it. And then don't come back with a heavy nitrogen fertilizer. They have competitions down there. They have for the sweetest onion, and you know, all these growers will get together and they'll bring in their best, and the biggest onion and the sweetest onion is their big thing. So they'll bring in the biggest onion, measure it, weigh it, and then they'll also have what's the sweetest. And one way they get where it's not sweet, I mean where it is sweet and not hot, is nitrogen. Compost is really good. Some of the best, sweetest onions I've ever grown was nothing but compost. I just composted them real good, and they got softball size and they were sweet. So that's the tip, is plant shallow, and plant just the root and a little bit more, just enough to hold it up in a rainstorm or whatever. You want to be, you know, you don't want it to fall over or wash away, but just put enough in to hold it up, and then don't use a lot of nitrogen. That'll make them sweet. Hope that helps. It's onion planting time in the South, so if you're in the North, I don't know when y'all plant, but I know we're planting right now. They're usually February is our date to plant. February, actually Valentine's Day, around there somewhere like that. All right, that's a tip. And that's about it. Get you some onions, grow them, make them sweet. Make them big, make them sweet. We're gone.